Hashtag let us go.
That is right. There it is, South indeed. Welcome live to Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Howdy to y'all out there. It's nice to see you, Battery. Brian, nice to see you guys. Hope everybody's having a great weekend, a great week. I know I've had a good week. Some good news at work. Got the week of between Christmas and New Year's with pay off. A little thank you to us for 2 good years. And this time I'm very lucky for that type of thing. And I know that I am. And, like to celebrate a little bit of that. I want to say thank you right off the giddy up to people that watched yesterday's video and kind words I got from it. Again, when I show cards, I don't get nearly the many views as when I'm causing a ruckus or rant or answering or, talking. But anything but showing cards. What's up, Jeff? And I just want to say thank you to you guys for that, for your kind words and the views. Just getting back to my roots, man. Showing cards is what I did, sharing my hobby. I thought that's what this community was about when I started. Like I said, I am well into my 8th year. Be 9 years in May, which I didn't know. When I was looking at my YouTube backlog, and younger, smaller me was, just really enjoying the hobby, and I just want to get back to that. And of course, I will still speak on subjects and speak out when I think it needs to be spoken out upon. That's even a phrase or a term or words. This is one of the guys I was going to bring up tonight, and I'm glad he came on. What is up, Hitman?
Scott?
Get your afternoon nap?
I didn't nap. I just kind of laid there and kind of stared at the TV for about an hour, which is almost like a nap.
Okay. Your Commanders was losing a little bit of temper this evening with some of your players.
You know what, dude? Ever since last week, I've kind of turned off, man. I
like watching the Commanders. As a Cowboys fan, I like watching them because I like your quarterback. Even though he's
I like the quarterback too when his arm's not twisted into a pretzel.
And they won't put him on the IR. They won't put him on the IR. They're trying to hold that he's going to come back, and it's just crazy.
It's not his throwing arm, so I mean, but still,
right? He'll almost wear what he's wearing on the sideline and play. But anyway, in this NFL, I was talking to people at work that you can lose 6 games in a row and still win 6 games in a row. That's the way the NFL is.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
It's teams you play against when you get.
I mean, the Dolphins beat the Bills today.
Yeah, and look, balls bouncing their way, and we're this far into the season, and man, it just feels like we're not getting the football cards out, right? The football card love, right? Yeah, I've seen the same score boxes in the retail.
Well, I went to a show today, and they had the they had the Donruss I guess the boxes you could get at Costco.
Yeah.
A bunch of dealers had those. I seen some Donruss in the stores, but nothing really else. Obviously nothing from Topps. My Target has a ton of basketball. A ton of
really?
Ton of Topps basketball.
Target here gets rated. Somebody likes to raid that store, but Battery says they started doing NBA Topps living cards, which
yes, I saw that.
I have not seen it.
LeBron's is the first one. LeBron, yeah.
Okay, but if they start doing like Hall of Famers like they do in baseball,
that would be cool.
Really interest me. That
for
would,
sure.
Right. That's where I love. I'm not a big fan of today's basketball.
No.
Nor do I collect it. No. But I love the 80s, 90s, 70s.
Dr. J, man. If there's a Dr. J living set card, I'm all over it.
Right. That's one of my prime cards is my Dr. J rookie that I got, and how Jalen Brunson.
That's a big one on my list. That's a card I'm trying to,
And I bought that 6-7 years ago, and I feel like I stole it. I bought it raw. I graded it. It's just a 6.
Hey, that's all right.
I don't care. Yeah, wow. I don't care. And he's in his Squires. That's why, I'm a guy from Virginia. I like to collect my Virginia stuff.
Yep.
So Virginia Squires, and it just my best friend's dad used to just tell me stories of watching him play in the Richmond Coliseum. He was the first one he saw jump from the foul line and dunk.
The foul line, yeah.
Right, because the ABA started the dunk contest. If people don't know that, the history of it.
Yep.
And Dr. J could fly.
I mean, he was Jordan before Jordan was Jordan.
Right.
So
yeah, he just didn't he never had to score the points. I don't think he had the jumper or the moves outside. But man, he had that. He owned the baseline. He could do that up underneath dunk at least 2-3 times a game. And
those are the days.
Yeah, Doctor. And I mean, the Converse and all of that, it just brings back the memories.
Yeah, the Chuck Taylors, man. Can you believe they played in those things?
Yes.
That's just unbelievable to me. And
yeah.
I don't know. How do they not turn ankles in those things? How do they not turn? Now
well, I don't understand now. Now they're playing in low tops, and I don't understand. I know most of them wear those ankle braces with them, which is almost like wearing a high top, but still, it's. I played football I played baseball in low tops, but I played some in high top. But I played football in high top. That was for damn sure.
Oh hell yeah!
So, but what a perfect person to bring on, because I was going to bring you up as I've been going back. Like I said, I'm trying to get back to my roots. Why I started YouTube. Did my Pete Alonso autograph thing yesterday. One, I wanted them all. I missed one too. I got a rookie in the 475 look of the hockey, the 2019 that I didn't show, but I'd like to have a video catalog of it, and also, it was a good way for me to go through. Really, I love those cards, and I love all my cards, but to just share them with people. And that's what I got into this community for, was to share cards and have friendships was a bonus. And talk about like we're talking now. You start talking about, you were showing cards of the Lords of the Diamond.
Oh, right? Dude, yeah, that thing. I finally finished that.
Yeah, beautiful. Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
But I'm going to just tell the love you bring for batting cages is second to none.
I probably am the only person on the face of the planet who brings love to batting cages. I can guarantee that.
And that's and I'm not just I'm saying that because
absolutely.
But also, that is what I tune in for. So God, I'm trying to think. There's a gentleman that has a longer name, St. Louis Cardinal, Ozzie Smith, Yadi Molina. Those guys, he collects those. Small channel. But he's talking about different pages for binders. And it was awesome. I sat there and I watched it twice.
Who is that? I don't know who is that? Do you know? I'd love to know.
He is yes, he's only got 278 right now, and we need to. He needs more. He needs more. Let's see. Give me a second here. Nerding out with cards.
Oh, I think I'm subscribed.
Yeah, so he's like us. He is just, when I say it's like we're like him.
Mm-hmm.
I should say he is passionate about St. Louis Cardinals.
Mm-hmm.
But we can't hold that against him. I'm also friends with Philly guys.
Oh, okay.
So you know, nobody can be perfect. But he's got this great Ozzy, and he's picking up cards like us in the 80s and 90s, these oddball sizes and things, and telling, you know, I never really thought about. I just was always like, I need 9 pockets in my. I want all of the sleeved cards or whatever, the pockets. Mm-hmm. But you know, just seeing that just reminded me, like, okay, I'm allowed to have a 4-pocket.
Oh yeah.
Sleeve in my binder, right? To hold the bigger cards. I'm
allowed my Don Alley binder.
Right, to have a 2-pocket or an 8x10. It was refreshing to watch, is my point. And the passion and the was it the first time I've heard this? No. But it just like, hey, I don't do it like that, but I can.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So I was like, man, this is awesome. And I watch a few of his videos, and you know, a lot of guys I really like. It don't matter what they collect, right? Vintage, right. What sport, anything.
Just showing cards, man. I'll look through. I'll sit
through. The love of it.
Just love it. I love it.
Right, and we get lost into that. We don't care about the minutia, the dumbness of some of the stuff.
Yeah.
That's being regurgitated endlessly for clicks, right?
Absolutely.
I hate to bring that up, but that's, you know, really, like this week, we're going to be sitting here fascinated about all of a sudden, like we didn't know people are
shielded
their own shit. Like, really?
Yeah.
Like, this has been, I knew that before I even got in this community. Like, it's common sense will tell you that. And any auction house, and eBay is an auction house. They're just eBay.
They are.
So they don't care. As long as it's getting paid for. They get their 10%, 30%, whatever.
Absolutely.
It's not illegal. And let me tell you, once you give it to an auction house, I'm almost like, well, it's not really, you consigned it. It is still yours, but yet there's nothing that stops you from buying it if you're that dumb, right?
Correct.
And we know, like, and there's several different reasons for this, that people do it to either jack up the price so people will bid higher, or 2 friends are bidding against each other to jack up the price.
Mm-hmm.
So the next time they go to sell it, it's even more.
Yep. Yeah. No, I mean it's part of it's been going on forever before.
Right.
You know, bidding and everything. It's been.
I'm sure the first
hobby forever. You know?
The first card that went out for a bid, the guy probably bid on his own shit.
Probably.
So, you know? And when I heard it, you know, and I'm like, they didn't like, again, I am not saying it's right. It's a moral issue. More than a police issue.
Right.
So I don't agree with it personally, but
right. No, I don't either.
Like I said yesterday, you know what you want to spend. You know what your top end is. Stick with it. Mm-hmm. The worst thing is, like, yes, somebody might. You put in 150. That's what you're comfortable paying for. Yes, the guy might have drove it up to 150, so you're paying what you put in, but that's what you're comfortable at.
Right.
If it was a buy it now at 150, would you have bought it at 150?
Maybe, who knows?
Right?
Who knows? Yeah,
Exactly.
maybe.
So
Mhm.
I sit there and I'm like, eh.
Yeah, it's a nothing for me. Like if I bid on stuff, I don't do a lot of auction style. I'll do
Right.
it once in a blue moon. I will set my price, and that is it. I walk away. I don't go and oh, let me add this.
No,
It is what it
yeah,
is. If I get it, great. If I don't, I move along.
that's right.
Another one will come up someday. And if
Right.
it doesn't, I'll still be
And,
here tomorrow.
and that's the
I'll still
thing.
be
Like,
alive.
I feel like, FOMO's real, but I think
Hmm.
too, collectors, right? Not the now the people that only collect like one player or one thing. I can understand, them fighting for, oh, that card doesn't come up much.
Correct.
But for me, if I see a card that doesn't come up much, I got a very small amount of cards that I have to really go after. So Pete Alonso's I really want that I can't find that are scarce. There's a word for it. That's a hot topic right now. Scarcity
Scarcity, baby.
in the hobby. You were talking about it with that Mattingly.
Yeah, it's a tough one. It's a tough
Yeah.
one.
And let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Is it only scarce if it costs a lot? So you know what I'm saying? People will talk about scarcity, but they only talk about it when it's like a comma card or something old.
Yeah, it's certainly not a common card.
Yeah. And I've never seen that card. But that came off of gloves.
It came off of gloves, the baseball. When you bought a mitt, the little hang tag on them. And there's different varieties. There's the regular Franklin back, and then there's the Franklin T-ball back, which is definitely much more rare than the regular back. And of the regular backs, there's a couple of different versions too.
Now, would that be because the T-ball would have went to little kids and they threw them away?
I guess so. I don't even understand. I guess, yeah. You still use a glove and T-ball because I coached my kids when they were young. You would still use a glove. Yeah, maybe it would be more toward like the little gloves, the smaller gloves for like 5-year-olds and 4-year-olds.
Zach is telling me that shill bidding is illegal.
Is it? I didn't even know that.
It is. I would like to see how it can be.
How it's policed.
How it's policed. Thank you, Zach. I still think
Thank you, Zach.
Yeah. It's
illegal, huh?
If I put in a card, if I give a card to a house, an auction house, and I use a burner account to bid on it, how would that be? Or even if I have it on eBay, because it's done. Back in the day when you could really pull up the eBay accounts and see who bids, and you see the same person on the same accounts driving up bids and doing weird bidding, you could tell. But now it's a little harder. And I think you can do that purposely now. But I still think.
How would they even know though? Like if you had a whole, I don't even know how they would know. I guess, like you said, it's some patterns maybe that you see that's weird, but see, I don't even think that way. So like I'm kind of naive to it.
Yeah, because I was more noticing it when I first started getting on eBay. Because eBay, I'm still, to a lot of people, I'm still an eBay baby, right? I am still newer to eBay. I've probably only been using eBay now 10 years for buying sports cards. I was never, it's fraud. If you do it online, it's wire fraud. Okay.
Oh, wire fraud. Wow. That's like FBI stuff, man. Wire fraud.
I'm still trying to wrangle it in my mind, but that's okay, Zach. That's because that's how my mind works. I'm a weird cat. But anyway, my point is when I first started, I could see like patterns, like people were driving up prices on big cards because it was like with comps.
Right.
If I got to if I have a one of 50, right, and I drive up that price, that card only comes up very so often, right?
True.
So I can wait a year, come back around with it, and then and try to really do it. I love cards for now because I don't know what ComC is doing for Black Friday. All right, well, I mean, unless they cut how much they're going to do shipping, nobody's going to do much of anything with ComC. And how long they still take to get cards to you. It still boggles my mind with ComC. Thank you, Henry, for getting me off of that subject. With ComC is how long it takes, but if I order it off of eBay, I get it in 2 days.
Exactly.
Makes no sense to me.
eBay takes precedent because of their relationship. They have
to ship. They have to get it with 4 days, or you get a black mark. Whatever, gets it to the office, whatever.
This will go down in your permanent record.
That's right. They'll make you take your final exams your senior year.
Yeah.
I have a huge stack of ComC. Just let him hold it for now. So, Victor, what is your magic number for makes it feel right to get them sent to you? Because our friend East Connecticut Sports Cards was talking about how much he was.
I just got hammered for an order.
I mean, it's a fun place to shop.
I love it. That's the thing. I love it. It's like, but I hate it.
The things I don't like about it is they make you put money in like this. You got to buy it in tens, and it's so.
Yep. It kind of can't like.
Yeah, and it's not. That's ridiculous. Why can't you just pay PayPal for what you owe? I don't get that.
Right.
That's just.
And you can't get refunds. You can't get refunds unless it's a certain amount. Like you can't get if you have $16 sitting in there, you can't get a refund for that.
Right.
Especially after a certain time. So.
And our friend
let me just add another 10, and then I try to play, and then it's like you're constantly fighting.
Our friend Mr. Fisher Bike is trying to buy something for the exact price.
Exactly. I try not to see if we're gonna get it down, and it's like next
Bill
to
Mastro went to prison for shield bidding and was fined $250K.
Damn.
He's the guy that famously trimmed the PS8 T206 wagon. Yeah, but I think he went more to jail for trimming cards and passing them as not as. I thought that's what he got in trouble for. Show bidding was just part of his assholeness, I thought. Which you might have, Zach. I don't keep track of all of that, and this is all great information. I can tell you that. But with ComC, the whole thing is their president, CEO, commander-in-chief, whatever it is, comes out and talks about the collector and all this other stuff, but yet they run their business for flipping without. They want to keep the cards in your vault and sell them between each other, so that way they make a percentage off of each sale. That's what it's almost like. They want to charge a rent, because I've had a problem with shipping with a lot of these companies since I started. PSA, SGC, all that. Why do I can ship it to them for $8, but to get it back it costs me $35, $40, $50. It doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't. And they have contracts with shipping companies. They do so much shipping, they're not paying what every Joe Blow guy goes on the street. Like I said, I worked retail for years, manager at Champ Sports, and we shipped stuff at least once a week to our closeout store, and we had a shipping agreement with UPS. We didn't pay what everybody else walks in the store and pays,
right?
Because we ship so much stuff with them. Everybody's shoving their pants right now. That's true, Henry. I don't even leave 1 cent comp. See, that's that's the thing. It's Steiner math. Well, Steiner math is not bad math. He's just, you got to keep up with him. 33 of a third plus 3% of the. If anybody ever seen that old when Steiner did that in the WCW days, so that's a good callback there, Victor. And also his nephew did it not too long ago in NXT. Did a same thing. Yeah, these companies, and that's what I'm saying with having fun. Like you went today, you could tell you dollar boxed it up. Our friend Ed Wesker-Griff, him and Mike went to one this week. They dollar boxed it up, and he found not only. So this is another, watching Ed's video today. He had fun buying for himself, but he also found stuff for other people.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I know this person, I like it. And if you go into cheapies, not only does that person really love that shit because that's what they love, but you're not breaking the bank buying that shit. No. Right? And there's plenty of that out there. You don't have to buy the graded cards. That's the last 2 shows I went to. I came back with a big stack and not one graded card. Not one. And I'll never get any of them graded.
No.
I'm really being
I will
particular.
never send any of my cards in for grading ever again. I've only done 5 in my entire life, and that's it.
Yeah, Hitman's recaps are sick. They are, Henry.
Thanks, Henry.
Okay, thank you, Zach. Thank you. Thank you for clearing up my ignorance. Ignorance is not stupidity. It's the lack of knowledge. Thank you, Zach.
Correct.
I always like to state that when I say ignorance.
You're a scholar, man. You're a scholar.
Well, you tell somebody they're ignorant on a subject, you think they feel like you're being calling them stupid.
Right,
and it's not. It's literally just a lack of knowledge. You don't have the knowledge to be stupid on it or not. So that's what I like to always point out. But this last few weeks, I think Lou Rock's had some great videos.
Oh, yeah.
Of course, Mr. Fisher Bikes, always talking about his autos and his love for Hall of Fame right now he's having. There is just, it feels like a little bit of a resurgence for us collectors in our community.
I love it. I love it.
And that's what people were complaining about, was there not enough collectors. There is. But we let the other stuff feed us, and we listen to it, and we feel like it's, a lot of it, and it's not really. I think it's still more of us collect. Just those other channels get so many views. Mm-hmm. I'll tell you value. Things are high. The word, the stuff going on this week, about, people talking about how they were bitten during the junk era. I still don't understand that. If tomorrow this whole thing folds tomorrow, if we look tomorrow in eBay, people just stop buying cards, which by the next year or so, I wouldn't be surprised if that happens. People rather buy something to eat. But I feel like if this thing starts falling a little bit, a lot of us collectors are not going anywhere. I don't think we went anywhere during the junk era. Carlos talks about all the time when he went to, there were still lines at the car shows. Who are they? That's what when people say this collapses or it's dead, I've said all along, that's a personal thing to you for many, many reasons. And you know, one thing for me is like my favorite player is leaving looks like he's leaving my favorite team, even though I keep reading reports that they're going to sign him, and I just don't know how they're going to sign him that he wants when they already have 3 bloated contracts already on the books with a looming salary cap in the not so far future, in a shutdown probably after a year. It's a bad contract. Everybody remember that in baseball. After next year, we might not have a season, which is sad. But the love of this just doesn't go away because my $10 card is now a dollar card, right? Am I wrong? Or is this is the one time where I think your love, if that's the case, then your love's put in the wrong place, maybe? I don't. The love is the money you can make off of it, not the card itself, which you could do that on many things. Passive income. I've always said, if you're trying to make money off of cards, it can be done, but good luck to you. Our friend is trying to do it now.
100%.
And he's keeping us in the loop on how it's going. And I told him anything I can do to help, let me know, because it's a grind, man.
Mm-hmm.
I'll donate him cards. I'll do whatever I can to help him, because inventory is everything. So, this love that we have, the passion, I love watching it. It looks like it's reblooming. You talk about Reindeer Studios. This is never gone. Chris from Missouri, and and of course Mangini. Mangini's got we could bash him, love him, hate him, whatever you want to do. You can't take away the man's passion, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Rick, what's that?
Passion. He's huge passion. His passion is palpable.
Right.
And
that's what I love about it. Yeah, and Rick and all these other guys, you can't. I don't question their love for the community and the cards. You're always going to have the Jeff Wilsons of this community that came into. I'm not saying under bad circumstances, but I think he came in and make a buck. Mm-hmm. But I think he found a little bit of a love for the cards. I really do.
Yeah, he might. Yeah.
And I don't try to defend him, and he makes bad calls. His thing on people selling, if you watched one of the biggest people that love his cards is Amish Dave. Mm-hmm. His take on Jeff Wilson's take on Amish Dave's take or Jeff Wilson's take on people scared of scarcity cards or the high dollar cards because they're not easy to sell. And Jeff Wilson thinks a lot of people that scares off people, the hard to sell higher end cards. I can see that because you want to move high volume and you don't want to be stuck with a $2,000, $5,000, whatever's a big card to you in your case. Makes sense. But I don't know if scared is the right word. It's just hesitant. But I see a lot of people on our side of the table trading in those big cards to get 4 or 5 smaller cards for that reason. Mm-hmm. But again, it's just I don't have any problem with anybody loving making the money off of this at all. Hi.
My son's coming here ready to blast away some complaint, and I'm like,
I ordered phone wires that from Amazon. It gives me printer ink.
Oh my God. The humanity.
Yeah.
You're ready to blast through your screaming.
Yeah. I just I still don't have any problem with anybody who wants to make money. because that's just a different passion, right? I want to make
I
money.
mean, we need people in the hobby that want to make money so we can buy
Right.
cards. So,
Right.
it's
Exactly.
It's
I want to make money. I worked yesterday overtime and today overtime.
there you go, and you can buy more cards now.
I can buy more cards, right? We're having a week off later this year. We hit our numbers, so that means we're going to get another nice bonus. So
Nice.
I'll have another nice time at should, unless something happens and I got to use that money for something else. That's my Chicago money.
There you go, baby.
Already paid for the house, so I have a bed to sleep in. So, I made sure to get that done while I had it and on my mind.
Thank you for reminding me. Thank you for reminding me last week.
I think
said that.
We have our house for Chicago next year. I guess we're even closer than what we were last year. Like, I think it's at 7 minutes away.
Wow.
So
you can walk.
You can walk. I'll pay the deck fee, $15. But card shows are abundant around everywhere. You got weekly, monthly shows. We still have the bigger. They just had the event in Toronto, Expo this past weekend.
And they had Dallas this past weekend too.
Yes, and I'm gonna tell you, Carlos saw part one of his pickups. Really wasn't anything from the show. It was stuff he picked up from Ship My Cards at the show that he already bought. But the love he was talking about the cards, man.
Yeah,
it's like Carlos has always had a passion, but it just seems like it's up a tick, right? When he's talking, it just seems like everybody's up a tick a little bit in the community right now. It might be just me, my perception. I did get a CPAP machine. I'm sleeping a lot better this week.
Those are miracle machines.
Right. I am. I don't know. I'm kicking myself for 10 years of not doing it sooner, but it's not for everyone, I guess, but it's been a godsend for me. What's up, Mr. Fisher Bike? We were just talking about you. Everybody's got the video for the Wandering Pants Part 3. Oh, the box, I mean.
Wandering Pants.
That's always fun for a watch to see who gets what and put in it. This week has been some of the stuff. I think people are really reaching on topics. I was glad that one week I kind of didn't feel well. I just didn't feel like being on here that night. Yeah, it was good things, Jason. And it just kind of refreshed me. And I love doing this. I love Sunday night talking about the community, having people on, maybe sometimes not even talking about the community, just really enjoying it. And thank you for coming on, Hitman. I did put a SOS out tonight. I'm glad you answered.
Oh, I plan on coming on for the last week. I haven't been on for a couple weeks, so I'm coming.
Yeah, well, I really, today's video was kind of was the nail of where I wanted to go tonight, watching that video, seeing Ed's video, seeing Carlos's video, Amish Dave earlier in the week. I don't get to see IRP Tuesday nights. Guys that really love this hobby, they come on, I think 8 o'clock.
Yeah, I think
9
it is 8 o'clock. 8 or 9. I think it might be 9 o'clock.
No, I think it's 9. It's 8 o'clock Amish Dave time.
Right.
It's 9 o'clock for us, and it's just a little
show. It's such a good
little
show.
Too late for me. Sometimes I'll watch it the next day in double speed. It's just guys sitting around bullshit and talking about the community. It's if you're a collector, it's refreshing. they do make fun of people that are the grifts of the 9 Eastern. Thank you, Jeff. Jeff is a watcher. Cleveland in trouble. I got the Chargers and Steelers on, so I'm wondering if Chargers could put up 50 tonight. Pittsburgh's got 3 already, so my Dallas Cowboys can't lose. My UVA Wahoos lost to Wake Forest, so it looks like they're not going to be playing for the ACC championship now. So very disappointed in that. But Wake Forest does it to us. Let's see, about every 30 years they do this to us. We have a good team and they beat us. It's at the wrong time. But back to the cards. I mean, what have you been really noticing? Any trends or thoughts? Or, you go to shows, you talk to Orlando and those guys. So
Yep.
Who's also another guy with great passion.
I think a lot more people are looking into the value boxes than I've seen. I see more crowds around the value boxes, which is nice, because I think people are, again, money's a little tighter, so you can
I have a thought on that
stretch your
anyway.
dollar and get some great stuff. I mean, there's great stuff in the value boxes, absolutely fantastic stuff. So that I see. Otherwise, nothing outlandish.
So
the show I went to here, today was about, I would say it was about 60-40 sports to Pokemon.
Which way?
No problem with that.
Sport card 60 or Pokemon?
Sports card 60 and then
Okay.
Pokemon 40. I have no problem with that. No issues here. More people can come in. It gets, I think you said it. It gets more eyes on the. Or maybe Ed said it. I'm not sure. So I heard it today. I think it was Ed who said it gets more eyes on the other stuff. So I have no issue with that. And usually we're not, I'm not competing with those people for stuff. So it's like they got their stuff. I go for my stuff. It's a non-issue. So
can I throw just one thing into the value box thing and see where you land on this? So I noticed this past year at the National, I ended up in the value boxes a lot. And you notice we call them value boxes and not dollar boxes anymore.
Right.
I want to make that clear.
Right.
So the second thing I want to say is a lot of stuff I collect are not in the cases.
Right.
They fall in the middle of the dollar box and the cases. Mm-hmm. So I have to look through those to find my David Wrights or Pete Alonso's or
absolutely, me too.
So what I'm saying, those cards that don't fall, because not everybody can buy comma card after comma card.
No.
So Zach said Dallas was packed this weekend, by the way. I know you always hear that, but I was having a hard time getting okay, because I've heard the last few weren't as packed. So that is good to hear. Or bad.
Yes,
I don't know what
video today. Somebody put a video today. Hughes, it's ET Collectibles, I think.
Okay.
He went Friday to the Dallas card show because he said the weekends are just ridiculous. And even Friday, from what he showed, looked pretty good crowd. It looked there was definitely people there on Friday. So
Jason makes a great point. Dollar boxes allow normal collectors to buy cards that they like.
Yes.
Yeah. And not every, again, I said this before. Yes, I can go on eBay, but what happens when you go on eBay is you punch in your search engine, and I'm looking for, I have like 4 different things I look for on eBay on a regular basis. Pete Alonso, David Wright, Kelsey Plume, and Caitlin Clark. That's about it. And the last 2 are very nowhere close to what I look for on the first 2. And then I start looking for stuff to help with different things that sets I'm putting together.
Mm-hmm.
But when I go look in value boxes, I have to see every card. I touch every card.
Yes. And that's what I was getting. You look at every card. Like, even if
Right.
for a second, you look at every card. Yep.
So you might see something that you never even thought.
Yep.
Because you were talking today, oh, how good does this card look? Like, there was a reason. It made you stop, look at it. I got to have this card in my collection.
That was this one right here. It's just, and it wasn't a value box. You know,
Right.
it was obviously it wasn't a value box, but I look at, like, I can only speak for myself, and I think most people do, but I really look at cards. Like, I look at them, except for, you know, I bought a card today. I thought it was something else, but that was something different. But I look for quirks or something. Like, I look for weird stuff on the card, or, you know, things that look interesting. So I take a lot of stock into that. And that card, I saw it, I was like, oh, this is so freaking cool. And I had to have it. It was one of those things. It's a great card. It's a great card. I never saw it before. I don't know if I'll ever see another one again. I've never seen that. I didn't know Topps made boxing cards in 1951. No clue, but it just did something to me. As soon as I was like, wow, this is cool.
Right.
And yeah.
Now this Lou Roxanne taking Teddy Roosevelt, only competition in the hobby for collectors is yourself. Comparison is the thief of joy. Appreciate everything you choose to buy and leave the competing to the flippers.
Yes.
Well put.
Very well
young man Don, one of the young bright talents of this community.
I really like that. That was a very, very good
And go ahead.
thought.
Yeah, Mike, the last show I went to, there was a dealer with a slab value box. All slabs were under 25. Of course, I spent all my money by that time. I found it. That's the way it usually goes. The boxes is where most of the people are probably at, right?
Yeah.
That's where most of the people live at. That's where the cards that we're looking for. You know, when I went to the National, I did buy some. Then by Sunday, some of the stuff that was in the boxes, because so many people were selling, especially that back room back here by what's the name of that group that everybody knows, and they had so much wrestling stuff. I can't remember the name of them, but all of those people are selling a ton of cards.
What, the RBI Crew 17?
RBI Crew.
Yeah.
That area of that place was hopping so much Thursday, Friday, Wednesday night, Thursday, Friday. By Saturday, they were having to take their boxes to fill holes.
Well,
RBI Crew was done.
I remember you saying that.
RBI was done. They weren't taking stuff off their stuff because they were trying to keep some cards in their thing.
Yes, keep something on the table.
You know, I was finding Sunday stuff in the same places already went by 2 times. And I'm sitting there finding it was like a brand new show on Sunday. That's why there's big shows. Sunday's the day. We collect so much weird shit between you and me. That somebody goes, I love watching your channel because I never know what PC you're popping out. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, between Scooby-Doo and Star Wars and, you know, and my sports stuff.
Winnie the Pooh.
You just don't know where I'm coming from in wrestling, you know, stuff like that. So, you know, Sunday for me, I don't have FOMO the other days because I know on Sunday I'm going to get good deals and still find stuff that goes on my PC very easily. So I came home with money. I try to save. I save a large wad for Sunday this year at the National. I usually go to multi-days around here. I'd rather go on Sunday than Saturday. But a lot of shows here are not multi-days. They're just Saturday. Yeah,
just the one day.
So, let's see. RBI Crew are great guys. It would cost me $3 to buy the Surfer Pokemon card at 5-6. Scott, I showed you Disney card videos to my daughters. They're hooked. Oh, that's awesome. I'm making a set right now, Disney. I have a Z Folio back here, trying to get the not only the base set, but I'm trying to get all the base inserts as well. Same thing with the Scooby-Doo set. Star Wars. I already have the AEW metal set. I'm working on the inserts for that, so I can have what is that called? The master set. Is the master set all the different variants?
Yeah. I
I
mean,
just want all the
I
base.
think you could kind of go layers. Yes, it would be like the base set plus
Mhm.
all the inserts, and then I would call it like an ultra master set if you do all of like the
Yeah, because I don't.
SPs and
Right, I'm not doing that to wrestling. I'm trying just to get all the base inserts.
yeah.
And the
I
same
would
thing
consider
with
that a master set. If you did the base set and all the base inserts, that's like a base master set. I would consider that.
So I have, so I do, people that don't, if you have YouTube and you're watching this, of course, there's shorts. I think everybody's familiar now with shorts concept. And I don't mean that you wear, I'm talking about a short formatted video that is around a minute. You could go a little over. And I've done since the National, I've done a video every day of opening a pack of cards. Every day since the National. My concept, I'm picking up where Dave left off. He did a card a day. I'm doing, and see, Jason has been doing.
I say Mr. Fisher got the card of the day too.
He's doing a card a day. I know he's been doing quite a bit of cards. I didn't know if it was every day or not. But I'm doing a pack a day. And now I got the Star Wars, which I have not seen, called Mayo.
Yeah.
So I got a box of these. I actually got 2 boxes. I can't wait to open up my first pack of that. But I have cards everywhere. But that's my fun. I'm getting kicked in the nuts, right? If I look at the value, I am getting kicked in the nuts.
But it's fun, dude.
Man, am I smiling. Man, when I get a PMG out of my metal or get that one card, they might have paid for 10 of the packs, but I don't care.
Still doing the precious metal gems? They still doing the precious metal gems in there?
Yeah, so
that's cool.
And I just pulled a pretty good one. If you're an AEW fan of Orange Cassidy,
oh yeah,
and it's the variant of, I forget what year metal they're doing. And of course, I opened that one off camera.
If you didn't open it on camera, it didn't happen, right?
Yeah, so it doesn't count. I was doing a good job of posting on Instagram my hits, because I'm trying to be better with that too.
Oh, that's sweet, dude.
So
that's cool.
It's like a drawing too. It's not like, kind of like what Reindeer Studios did.
Yeah, because I'm looking at that card right now, the Martin Dihigo, and it kind of reminds me of the Martin Dihigo.
Yeah, so that's the drawing on the back as well, and it's out of 100. So I don't know if Joe's still on here, but this guy seems to be pretty good. Rookie auto, I pulled out a metal, and then I opened up my last thing of All-Star Game box. Have you seen that with the All-Star logo on it?
Baseball?
Yeah. So it's got this All-Star print, right? So I got my Jacob Wilson rookie out of there to send. I like Jacob Wilson. I have quite a few of his stuff.
Yeah, I just picked up a Jacob Wilson today.
Yeah, I know. So I hit his holiday rookie already. So I'm going to get those, and then I'll get those graded and put in my rookie box. just that's all the Jacobs I want. It's just rookies. I probably won't get anything else of him, but that's where I'm at. Love my shorts that I do. Card of the day. Yeah, there you go, Jason. It's called Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Jacob Wilson is Luis Araz if he could play defense. What's up, Stooks? Yeah, I think Jacob Wilson has got a long career. I think he's going to get better. He's a hard worker. Araz is quiet. Me and my dad was talking about Quan last week. Somebody brought up Quan in our chat. That's another baller with the same type of makeup. And Jacob Wilson plays baseball the way we're used to 20 years ago, right? 10, 15 years ago. And that was the Blue Jays makeup. And these teams, I think the Oakland's going to be that way. Not everybody can hit 500 home runs.
No, it's getting ridiculous.
And I mean, the Yankees did it. Didn't quite win the World Series doing it that way. But, the Dodgers that World Series.
Yeah.
That's one. That's one that's going to be talked to her about a long time. No strikeouts, put the ball in play. That's right, Don. That was just so amazing.
Where did Ernie Clement have like 31 hits or something like that? Insane.
Something crazy.
Yeah, like
in that one series, the team only struck out 6 times against, I think which series was it? I can't remember it, but they just and the Dodgers were just stacked. And that was enough to get them past. And what I loved about Game 7 was every player was ready to play.
Yep.
Every player, both teams.
Yep.
They knew what was on the line. Nobody cared how many digits was on their check. They're ready to play a baseball game. They're ready to win the World Series.
And win it.
They showed this year's playoffs have really shown to me that yes, money is a big deal, right? We all know that. But the love of the game. If you watched the interviews of the Mariners after their loss, nobody cared at that moment how much money they made. What they cared about was starting next season. And I can't wait for it. And I hope they figure out the money thing so we don't get a stoppage.
Yeah, that would suck. That would suck.
If the Jays won, he'd get it filed. Yeah. Springer, the Blue Jays just showed up. They had their chances. They missed their chances. And they didn't have enough to miss those chances. Because the Dodgers just had too much top and bottom. They were showing like Jimenez they showed a stat where he was batting almost 500 with players in scoring position. Andrés Jimenez. But the reason was, for one reason, they kept walking the 8th guy to get to him. But he didn't do that in the World Series. In the World Series, he was bad.
Yeah, he didn't. You're right.
He was so bad he was sticking his hand out there trying to get hit. Jeff, that is the plan for right now. And Ed even brought it up, and I think my dad too. We might not just talk baseball. So since we're doing lives, my dad loves sports, period. He did sports broadcasting when I was a kid. So he's not just he loves baseball first and foremost, but he loves sports. He'll watch. If the power goes out, he's going to go down to the basketball court, watch 2 kids play one-on-one. Okay, that's who my dad is, and he's going to root for the kid that sucks, and that's just who he is. He is always going to root for the underdog. Yeah, too many base. Jeff, it was a couple of different things. Dodgers were sucking in the hits. Mendoza and still, well, that's Henry because they can hit a 2-run bomb with anybody in the lineup, and they had the pitchers. All right, boys, got to go have it. Yeah, see you later. Do something nice for someone. So me and my dad are going to talk probably more than just baseball. I don't know how much more. We still got some baseball on us. We have 2 topics. When must wrestling season start? Wrestling's not going on now. College wrestling should be starting now. So we have 2 topics. One is about next year's potential stoppage, and another one has everything to do with baseball and nothing to do with baseball at the same time. And kind of keeping that one close to the vest. It's one of those topics that's tough to talk about, but I think it's a topic that me and him could talk about safely. And my dad being 80 in 8 weeks is a great person to talk to about this topic, because he has seen almost he's seen now how many generations, and he's seen a lot of life, right? And I can tell you now, my dad became more of a conservative in the social way and to being more liberal with his thought process, because you got to remember, he grew up starting in the 50s through the the 60s and 70s and back to he's seen a lot. So we got 2 subjects, and we're going to probably talk on some other stuff too. So bring your topics tomorrow night. My dad loves it. He's really appreciative of all y'all that come over. Last week we only had 2 or 3. I know we were going against Carlos talking about going to the show. No biggie. We had quite a few people watch us on archives. We're going to try to keep it between 30 to 40, 45 minutes long, just so we can have a strong discussion. So tune in for that. Thank y'all tonight. Thank you, Zach, if you're still here. Yeah, mud wrestling, that's whenever. You're my boy, Blue. Anyway, till next time, like, share, tell a friend, and thank you, Hitman, and we will see you.
Thank you, Scott.